23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Good. 180. Hey, eat. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there.
20. Like 5-4. Pick it up.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Regular. Bravo.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
First down and goal to go.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, nice move. This will be caught at about the 5. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Pass caught by A.J. Brown, and that's his first NFL catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 40.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch it.
Mariota gives to Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Browns' 44-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mariota. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Carry for Henry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield on first down. Gets it to Strong. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender. And that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down and goal to go.
180. Mike 54. Not today, you are. Not today. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern.
First down, Titans.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down now. It's Lewis. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Mariota. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Browns on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check 50, check 50.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's got the completion to Strong. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
And this one caught by Delaney Walker. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. One. 52, fellas, let's go.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Mariota on first down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, first and 10 at their own 21. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 3.
Mariota now from the 50. And Davis with it left side. 22 yards there, a first down.
Complete to Corey Davis. A gain of 22 yards. And the Titans first down.
On first down.
Henry.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Mariota now. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Succop's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run. Chubb. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 46-yard line.
Set, 20. Check, 59. Who that?
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Browns on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First and 10. 18-yard line.
54. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Run. Hey, check 24.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. The 30. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Now Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. He's going to float this over the middle, and that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give running right is Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Mike. 180.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Seibert's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mayfield now. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
But why? Who? You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 58 to Mike, 58.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Travis Carey.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
It's brought in by Adam Humphries. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
58, boys, 58, Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Mariota, under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A loss of 5 yards. It's 3rd down and
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Browns, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.